Satish will be joining, guys. Right. Hello, all rest of others. Vishal, Vijay, Yatish, Vamsi. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, Satish joined. I'll make him a host and probably I'll log off. I also need to travel today. So yeah, where is he? He joined. Hey, Vishal. Okay, Apparav joined. Okay, Satish had joined. Hi, Satish.
Hi.
You are now a host now. I don't know if I can close the bridge, leave the bridge. I don't know what will happen, whether the entire bridge will be open. Now you are the host, Satish. Please take over.
Yeah, you disconnect the one. I will take it from.
Sure, thank you. I shared the agenda as well. Please,
yeah.
Team, I'll catch up with you all later. Yeah, thanks. Probably today and tomorrow, Satish will take. Thank you.
Okay, Ravi.
Hi, all.
Yeah, hi Satish.
Hi Sathish. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. So, how is the classes are going? What are the things that is covered so far? One person, anyone? Maybe I will name Teja. Teja, you're on mute, Teja. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Hi Satish. Can I continue? This is Chakravarti.
Yes, Chakravarti, please. No, Chakravarti not allowed. He usually speaks. So I want somebody who is a silent participant here. Who is the most silent participant here? Can anybody nominate some person? I was not able to listen Teja's voice so far. Is Teja there in the call?
Yeah, I think yes.
Teja, you unmute. Can you speak or you have any issues? Teja BR, right? Okay, seems Teja is not able to connect audio. Okay, we will call then Bhaskar Raju.
Yeah, hi Satish.
Hi Bhaskar Raju. So what are the things that is covered so far?
Yeah, so far the last day we have covered like a switch case with a switch case at the end. So from the beginning, like the explanation of JDK, JIE, beginning with that, and then came to for like basics of like advantages of Java, and followed by keywords, data types, so conditional statements, so followed by loops and the switch statement. So then after that, the command line arguments part and the scanner input parts was going on.
Okay, perfect. So in today's class, it will be more like a discussion. It won't be like presentations or code walkthrough. We will just talk about programming. Let us just understand what we try to understand here. I will take from Bhaskar. I will take Bhaskar as a volunteer. We will converse and then we'll build it from there. Bhaskar, from your side, tell me what is programming is all about.
Yeah, programming is all about like making the software where you make applications to make our life easy. It's like building applications for booking tickets or some web applications where we can fetch the data.
Okay.
Writing the business logics for the application.
Who all agree with who all do not agree with Bhaskar and have some different opinion? Can somebody give me some other answer? Any others have any different opinion about programming languages and all this?
Yeah. Hi, Satish. Yeah.
Yeah, Chakravarti.
Yeah. Basically, what we can say, programming is like it is the process of like designing, writing, or and implementing the instructions or code, which can computer understand and execute it. We can call it as a step-by-step procedure of instructions.
Very good. Super. Who all like Chakravarti's version? And then if you really like, can you put thumbs up to Chakravarti?
I vote for Chakravarti.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Now, how many of you watched this movie? What is that? 3 Idiots?
Which can reduce human efforts.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, very simple formula. Okay. I know that you guys really did fantastic in learning in your schools and all those stuff. Okay. So you might have scored good, you might have scored very good marks, bad marks, excellent marks, awesome mark. Let us, for a moment, let us take all that out of our mind. Okay. Anything that you see is about conversations. Now, what is the who was the third person who just voted for Chakravarti? Is it Lakshmi or Dakshina?
It's Lakshmi.
Lakshmi. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Lakshmi, you
It's
know what is your mother tongue? Is it Tamil, Telugu?
Telugu.
Telugu. Okay. Now I ask you, what is purpose of Telugu? What do you say? Telugu is the language which I will use it for setting up grammar, proper statements, and all those stuff. Or you will say, I will
No,
use
it is used for communication between two people who know Telugu very well. Who know. Yeah.
No, it's not about, let us not take the Telugu very well or something like that. Basically, Lakshmi has something in her mind, some thoughts or something like that. And that she wants to communicate. And she wants to understand what is there in their other's mind. So basically, you are trying to make conversations, right? That is why you use it. We will not use Telugu skills for writing poems and all those stuff. Mostly, people who make money out of it, they will think about writing poems, writing lectures.
Yes.
That is none of our business, right? But usually we will use the language for very simple sense. We want to make conversations. When you think it from that side, right? When you make your definition simple, your thought process becomes simple. Your thought process becomes simple. Your working plan will become simple. Your working plans become simple. Your work will become simple. Got it?
Perfect.
What I'm saying, Lakshmi? So from now onwards, guys, in your professional life or a personal life, very simple formula which will work out for many scenarios. Of course, there are some exceptions, but you need to simplify your definitions. The complex the definition, difficult it is to achieve anything. The simpler the definitions, it's easy to achieve. Clear? Are you all with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, let us
Yes,
say what is this programming language is all about. Same way that you communicate with humans, you want to make some conversations with your machines. And that is why this programming language comes into picture. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let us look at the evaluation of, sorry guys, I was in call from morning till evening. So sometimes, right, words will not come that easily. So let us look at the, okay, who is the computer science graduate here? BE computer science student. Who is BE computer science student?
Yes, Sathish.
Who is that name? Your name?
Sathish.
Okay. Can you tell me the history of programming language? What was the first programming language? And then next. Can you give me some 3 or 4 names?
C, COBOL, Fortran.
Okay. We go by name, but can we go by one step before? That is, can we go by categories? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I will take this one by one. You take names. I need some volunteer who writes the name as I speak in the chat box. Let us take someone who has written BTech IT. Lakshmi, you have done BTech IT, right?
Yes, Satish. Yes.
Now let us start from the first language. First language is called
Algol.
mechanical. What is it? Machine code. Consider machine language. Type machine language. First machine language. Okay.
Okay.
Type it in the chat box or anywhere that you can share your screen. Lakshmi, you can share your screen. Yeah. See, everybody watch. Please watch your chat box. Lakshmi will keep typing. Okay, that is machine language. Then next, assembly language. Okay. Assembly language. And then structured programming language. Structured programming language. After that, object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming language. Now, then came functional programming languages. And as we speak, the future we will have generative AI. Generative AI. This is future, but it has come into later. Okay, very good.
Are we
Okay.
using the scripting language also here?
Scripting language. Very good question. Very good question. Who asked this question?
Yeah, it's Dhananjay.
Dhananjay, excellent question. So here, intentionally, I am removing certain languages because they are very useful, but there is a fundamental way of approaching a language is what defined by these 5 languages. You get it? Okay, I will explain you. Okay. Now, Dhananjay, since Dhananjay asked, he deserves to be taken as a volunteer from here. Dhananjay, just read out this sequence of languages that we just listed out. You can look at the chart also, and then just you can speak out.
First is machine language, I think, which is 0 and 1s, we can say. And then we had assembly language, which is like microprocessor. Understand that, where we have to just add a code on top of zeros and 1. Structure programming language, I can see it's like a C language where we have only one method and we are putting everything inside that. So that's what I am assuming. And object-oriented programming is everything, whatever we are writing, programming is based on the object. That is what like our object have behavior and some state and behavior it has. So all our programming revolves around the object, like how to access it and how to update it. Functional programming, it's a very old, where we don't consider any object kind of thing. We don't want to create any object in the runtime. Whatever we use, just like a lambda expression is very famous now. So this is what the functional programming. And generative AI is just like a large language model we are talking about here, right? So this is what my understanding.
Very good, very good. You cannot thumbs up for Dhananjay. Excellent. Yeah. Now we will go to the second very simple formula. The first formula, what is the first formula that I told? To excel in something? Chakravarti,
Make it simple, define while defining anything. Yeah.
Very good. Now I am going to give you another second free advice, and this advice is specific to technology. First one is specific to, it's not specific, you can put it in personal or professional life. Now in the program, when you learn about this technology, whenever you are asked to explain about technology, you should not use technical words. Is it clear or confusing? Whenever you are asked to explain about technology, you should not use technical words. Who gets the message? Who doesn't get the message? Please tell me whether you understand or not, or it is confusing. I will repeat again. When you are asked to explain about technology, you are not supposed to use technical words. Dhananjay, do you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm following, but I'm
For
thinking like
example,
it's also depend on whoever the audience are, like to whom you are speaking, correct?
Whoever the audience is. Technical people only will understand technical words. Non-technical people will understand both. Non-technical word. Both of them will understand non-technical word. Correct?
Yeah. That's correct.
it's not just for the other person, but even for us who is speaking about the technology. The more that we use technical words, the concept will stay as an alien in your mind. The more you speak a non-technical word, the concept will remain closer to you. Whenever you are asked to talk about your favorite movie star, you will not be thinking about this star has acted in that film. He was looking good in that frame. He is good in makeup. He is good in singing. He is good in dancing. That and all will not come in your mind. Your star will come in your mind. See, he is very good. He did a lot of good things to society. He looted all my money. That is what will come to your mind. Correct, Ranjay?
Yes, yes.
Okay, same way technology. Now, if you look at what Dhananjay explained, he did really well. What he told is actually absolutely fine. Okay, but at the same time, he was using words like objects, LLMs. What other technical words he used? Scripting language. Correct?
Yeah, lambda.
Lambda. Okay. Now, all that I am going to be interested as a very, very non-technical person. Okay. Now I'm just looking at the 6 statements that is typed on your chat box. Everybody are able to see that 6 statements typed by Yatish, right? Can somebody tell me, by looking at this sequence, what has happened over the period of time, if you want to articulate it in one simple word?
Evolution.
Evolution towards what? Evolution has happened. But what is the direction that it has taken evolution? Okay, maybe I will take it this way. Now I am giving you machine code and I'm asking Lakshmi to read the machine code. Will you be able to understand what is that code is going to do?
No, not
I'm
possible.
going to give you a functional code or object-oriented code. You need to read the Java file and tell me what is that code is going to do. Will you be able to explain me from there?
Yes.
So that is all that has happened. Very simple, straightforward. The languages has slowly become closer to human interpretation, because same way that you are trying to talk to computer, computers wants to talk to you. How do they talk to you? They need to use the same language that you use. And you look at this machine language, assembly language, all this. That is what they taught over the period of time. Are you all able to relate? Lakshmi, are you able to relate what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Machine
yes.
language is difficult for human. Assembly language, okay, kind of. Structured programming language like C, yeah, okay, they have functions, they have this one. They work in the same way that way they work. Okay, that is good. Object oriented. So they see things, that's how they work. Functional programming, they see behavior. Generative AI, they have taken altogether a different route. You type what you want in your own language, like English, I will do what I want to do. And that is what has happened. And that is what is going to happen in future also. So your work will become simpler now. You don't need to be a very genius or something like that. All you need to carry with you is a creative mind and simple philosophy, simple way of looking at problem, and you are going to be a great coder in future. Can you all agree with me?
Yes.
Yes, Satish, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
Yes,
if you keep this 2 simple formulas, you will learn very fast, you will learn very easily. The easily that you will learn fast. The faster that you learn, you will become more productive. The more productive you become, you will get more money, more on-site, more whatever that is that the society needs. But you need to understand that we need to keep simple, think simple, plan in a simple manner. Okay. Now, what is Java here? In which bucket Java is coming to?
Object-oriented.
programming.
Okay. That is what your elders in Java community talks about. Java before 11 and after 11 is altogether a different thing. In fact, one simple advice that I will give you. Now coming specific, this advice is for Java, not all the technology, for Java.
Okay.
One simple advice, do not listen to your seniors. Do not listen to your seniors, particularly those who are experienced more than 10 years in the industry. Because the way that they use Java, it's an old Java. That is object-oriented programming. Today's Java, it's more of functional programming language. So if you are coding in today's Java, you are supposed to think in a functional manner, not in an object manner. Of course, on the conference day, there is a specific talk. There will be one person from Confab, his name is Ganesh. He'll be giving a talk. So he will cover a lot on that, but I will not go to the detail. But the thing is that if you are starting today, if you are going to code in Java, You should not say that I'm an object-oriented programmer. You should say that I'm a functional programming developer. And that's how you need to start. Okay, how we will do that? Don't worry, we will cover you. If you don't understand certain things now, I will explain that later also. You'll have a lot of experts talking about it. But one that you need to keep in mind is don't ask your seniors. Go and look at the original documentation of Java. Trust only that. Do not trust any tutorials that is outdated beyond 4 or 5 years. Clear?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
yes, Satish.
I'm not going to teach you Java today because learning a language is very, very useful. It could be Java, it could be C++, because you guys will get into an era where the language doesn't matter anymore. You should be able to speak any language. So I'm not going to box you within Java alone, but what I'm going to teach you is not a specific language, but my intent of teaching you is we need to learn how to learn. That is the direction that we will go forward. So most of the time we will not be talking about any PPTs, code and all those stuff. Code we will go, but rarely we will get into PPTs. I will not encourage having PPTs in some cases. So, but of course, PPTs are very important for making foundations that you need to do. But from my side, I will go directly to how do you make conversations. People call it as hands-on, but I will not say it's hands-on. It's all about making conversations with computers. And computers are such a nice human beings because computers will do what you say. Do you get what I'm talking about, Chakravarti?
Hi, yes, Satish.
Okay, so with
Yeah.
computers, they do not try to overtake you. They will not be disobedient. In that case, computers are an excellent friend. And by learning programming languages, you guys are going to have an excellent friend. That is that excitement that you should carry forward whenever you go to programming. If you carry that excitement, then obviously everything, your career aspirations, name, reputation, all this will follow automatically. But we will not chase ourselves like, no, I am a big coder. That is why I'm learning programming. That's the approach that we need to set it here. Okay, now we will go a little bit technical because, as I said, at least if I'm having a conversation for 1 hour, at least 5 minutes, it should be technical. Otherwise, as a technical person, you don't fulfill your ego. So we will go to technical stuff now. And tell me, I will name one person, and that person need to tell me one concept that he or she finds it difficult to learn in programming in Java. And then we'll take the topic. We'll go reactivity. Lakshmi?
In my, if you ask me like,
you are already a good contributor, you are speaking. But now you are going to tell me one person's name who you think in this group
Okay.
has spoken before. Choose one person.
let's go for Vishal.
Vishal. Vishal, you are there? Vishal?
He's
I think
communicating with
he's
chat.
yeah.
Mic is not working for him.
Okay. Let's take somebody else.
Vamsi?
Yeah, Vamsi, yeah. Your voice is low, but we can hear you. Yeah, Vamsi. So tell me one concept in Java that you find it difficult. Are you traveling? Okay, no problem. We'll go with Lakshmi. Lakshmi, you tell me which is the complex one that you feel.
Can we go for reflections? Reflection API.
Very good. You directly go to the area which not many people are actually using. Okay, just apart from Lakshmi, anybody else knows what is reflection is? If yes, can you tell us what is reflection is?
Yeah, Satish. So reflection in Java is a way that we can go and we can change the structure and behavior at runtime actually. So whatever object we have during compile time.
Who is that? Who is that? Is it Dhananjay?
Yeah.
Dhananjay, no technical words. I know it is hard, but it comes by practice. Tell me what is reflection. Simple. English.
Reflection is just a mirror object, we can say. In a simple like mirror.
Object, not allowed. technical word, too technical, or non-technical word.
Uh,
Reflection is mirror. Okay, I know it's
Yeah.
complex, but it will come by practice. Don't worry.
Yes, yes.
So, Lakshmi, good question. I will cover that in detail also later, but just for everybody's sake, we will cover the concept now, since that question
Yes, sir.
came.
Yes. Okay.
So now reflection. Why do we need reflection? Is because we want to. There's a way of thinking called meta programming. It's not even programming, but actually it's meta programming. What is meta programming? To be honest with you guys, sometime when I hear this first time, even for me it was confusing. So it will take some time, but you ask me n number of times again and again, I will be there to help you until you understand it. Okay, if you don't understand, don't hesitate to say you don't understand, because that's a place where you actually lose your knowledge improvement and all that stuff. So don't hesitate. I will explain whatever best way that I can explain. So now there is a concept called meta programming. Meta programming in the sense, it's about how do we say? Okay, let us take an use of mirror. Lakshmi, why do you use mirror in normal sense? Normal mirror.
To see how am I looking when going outside.
So you will be making adjustments based on how you look. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Without the mirror, you don't know what changes that you need to do.
Yes.
Only you know what is there, you will know what is the changes that is required, right? And that is
Yes.
what meta programming is all about. Now, you need to see what you have in your program. How many classes, how many methods. Here we need to go technical since it's Java. Then based on that, you want to make some programming
Yeah.
things.
Hi Satish, sorry to interrupt, but someone pinged in the chat that they are in the waiting list to join the group. I think last year, I think, yeah.
Last year, now joined them. Thanks. Yeah. So reflections are used to see what is inside, what is there. And based on that, we'll make some adjustments. Similarly, in meta programming, what you do is, okay, maybe I have a better way of explaining this. In a normal programming world, when you want to, okay, how do we, wait guys, I just trying to get some correct equivalent things. Okay, nowadays, in the cars that we have, do you see this specific behavior where if the light becomes low, automatically headlight will come? Have you seen this behavior, Lakshmi?
Yes. Yes.
And if the rain comes, automatically wiper will get on.
Yes.
That is reflection. See,
That is auto configuration, right?
that we call it as an auto configuration, but how that happens, it reflects what is there on the other side. It understands, oh, there is a rain, and then it reacts that, right? It reacts to it. So, for example, that light gets switched on because it observes the data around it, saying that, okay, there is a low light. And then it reacts without even somebody instructing to it. In fact, you are correct. Automation comes there only. Okay. Maybe I will go little technical here. You will relate it when you go there. Lakshmi, are you familiar with Spring Boot applications?
A little bit.
Little bit, right? Okay, no problem. If you observe in Spring Boot, you will be writing only controller, right?
Yes.
In controller, you will pass parameters, but the parameters you won't be passing it. The parameter is collected from the HTTP request and it's automatically passed to you without even you talking about it, right? That is reflection. Basically, Spring will collect the data and inject it in the way that you want. How it injects the data? Understanding that you have this specific method, you have this parameter, and that's how it injects the data. You get it?
Yes.
And that is reflection. We will go in detail, but this is the concept. Yeah, you go and ask the doubt.
So what is method calling in this case? Method calling is also like same if you are doing in a normal Java programming.
Okay. Whether you are calling, okay, it's like this, right? In a
method calling, yeah.
In a normal way, when you see it only, then you will know that there is a method like this. Then you will make a call. Then you are typing something in there. right?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
in Spring Boot case, it is not the program. It's not the human, right? All that it will know is any controller can be there at that point in time for Spring Boot container. Now,
Yes.
the Spring Boot container, only when it puts a mirror and see your class in the mirror, then it can make some understanding that, oh, these are all the things that is there in your class. Okay, I need to do these things to your function. I need to pass these things. That judgment it has to make, right? That Spring container.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
So for that, it puts a reflection on your classes and understand that, okay, this is all that you have. And then it will send it. That is how reflection will work. That's what the
Okay.
purpose of reflection. You get it?
Yes.
If you ask me again, and also I will answer you. So anybody else has any other doubts on this?
Yeah, no, Satish. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. And small caveat here. In the recent version of Java, it is advised not to use reflection. Reflection is not advisable. Slowly, frameworks are getting away from reflection. Now, Lakshmi, can you tell me why people are going away from reflection?
Because it is changing the behavior that things are.
So it's like there's a very popular dialogue in Spider-Man. Great power comes with great responsibility. Do you guys remember this? Great power comes with great responsibility. If you are so powerful, if you use your power in a wrong place, then it can create a lot of problems. Right, Lakshmi?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Same way,
Yes, sir.
in reflection, dynamically you are adding some behavior at runtime. Now, if it is not controlled properly, it can lead into security, performance, maintainability issues, which for quite some time people faced it. And that's why GraalVM came into picture. GraalVM is future of Java, everybody talking about. It's not used in production so far, but it will be used in future. And that topic, you will be using, you don't need to learn that much now, because mostly when you go to entry level programming, you will be using JVM only. You all learn through JVM, right? You all run your program through JVM, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
But the next version, we will not be running through JVM alone. We will be running it the same like executables like C. And in that, if you're going to GraalVM, strictly reflection is not allowed. Everything has to be confirmed before the compilation. So that's just a small thing. Don't get into your mind, but concept-wise you understand it. But one thing, in case the question comes in your interview, when you talk about this tip I told you last call. What is the technical tip I told you? In the interview call also I told, right? When the interviewer asks a question, always prepare that one answer that differentiate you and your competitors. Do you remember that?
Yes, yes, Satish.
Now this is the same concept. When somebody is asking about reflection, you tell what is reflection is. At the same time, you also mention that reflection is not advisable for so and so reason, and it is removed in GraalVM. Then they will give you 110 for 100 marks. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Lakshmi, are you clear with these concepts now? We will go in detail. Somebody will cover your reflection, either me or somebody, but in
Okay.
detail.
Yes.
But what reflection is all about. Now,
I got a
let
good
us-
clarification.
Perfect, Lakshmi. Now, who has joined recently? Lashya.
Satish, I recently used reflection in one of my codes. So in the test class, can I share something on that? Like just talk to me.
Which one?
No, recently that whatever reflection topic is going on. So I recently used reflection to test some code. So this is what I found one way actually.
Yeah, you share. You want to share something?
No, just I want to share that talk like what we did. So generally when we write our UT methods for a given test class, and let's say the test, let's say that method, whatever the method we are writing is a void type, which is not returning anything. To test this, how we are facing one issue like how can we test some method where there is no return type, there is no third party dependency also there. So to use that, we add logger in the reflection to test the log messages. So this is one of the use case we did in our UT.
Very good, very good. Dhananjay, it is right.
Yeah.
Dhananjay, I strongly appreciate Dhananjay. We need thumbs up. Can everybody put thumbs up? So this is what the attitude will take you forward, because my students are here, right? Vijay and Manikanta are here, right? Already Vijay is there, so they know about what I'm talking about. Okay, so guys, I don't want you to focus on certain non-technical topics, but you need to know certain things when you go to companies. I will give you two seniors. Tell me who is the most favorite for you. Okay, we will take Bhaskar Raju. Bhaskar, you are there?
Yeah, Satish.
Bhaskar, I will give you two seniors. Okay.
Okay.
Senior number 1 will be so helpful to you, and he will do all your work on all the complex work that you have. He will be doing it by himself, and he will help you there. This is senior number 1. Senior number 2. Every time that you go to him for suggestion, he will not help you much. He will say, okay, this is how you need to do it. You go and figure it out. Now tell me with whom you would like to work.
The second option will be ideal, as because we will be learning so that in future we can solve. So if he solves, then if we face the same problem again, we need to go to him. If he is not there, then we will be the person who will be struggled by not learning previous mistakes.
Okay, trust me, this specific clarity that Bhaskar has is going to take him to heights actually. Good job. Okay, now let me be very honest. When you go to companies, even if you ask, it is not like people will come and sit like us and then they will be explaining about, you learn all this, you learn all this stuff. Okay, which all of my students usually goes through. You can ask Vijay or anybody who recently got placed. Now, when you ask question itself, they do not help you. What happens if you don't even express yourself? That's a problem. Correct, Dhananjay?
Yes.
And that is why I appreciated Dhananjay. Dhananjay did not hesitate to come forward and then say, see guys, this is what I did. I would like to share it with you. That is a very, very good attitude that you need to carry it forward. Good job.
Thanks.
Okay, now reflection is done. Before we wind up the class today, I don't want you to bore with a lot of technical topics. We will take one more topic. Okay, Dhananjay, you tell me what is the concept that you find it difficult to understand in Java?
And this functional programming, Satish, because we came from the OOPS background. So for us to go and think in a functional, that's what is taking a lot of time as compared to the new folks who directly learn Java in Java 8.
Okay, very good question. Don't be afraid that you are not alone. Even seniors have this problem. If you understand the basics of this, it is very, very easy.
Yeah, that's what we are learning actually.
Now, I told you, right, that in those 7 topics that we had, what is the direction that it was going towards from machine language to functional generative AI? What is the direction that the technology is going towards?
It's coming closer to the human being.
Perfect. Now, if you understand that, now it becomes simple to understand between object-oriented and functional. In object-oriented world, how your instruction or your conversation with your computer will work is through objects. What is objects? Objects are things. For example, you have a table, you have a computer. These are all objects, right?
Yes.
These are all objects. Who all deny that this is not object? Computer.
Object.
Table. Is this object?
Yes, Satish.
Everything is object.
Yes. Who disagree? Who is that one differently thinking person who thinks that what computer is not object? Table is not an object. Anybody here? Anyone? No one? Okay. Maybe I am the only one. I think that computer is not an object. What is this? Computer is not an object. Table is not an object. This computer is an object. That computer is an object. Your computer is an object. My computer is an object. But computer is a class. It's a type.
Yeah.
Who agrees? Who disagrees? See, don't concepts
Yeah, I
in a wrong
agree.
manner. be clear. If your thinking is not clear, your outcome will not be clear. Now everybody agrees. So there is types,
Yes, yes.
instances, right? Okay. Now, what is a type? Computer has a keyboard. Computer computes. In that, the first one is called attribute. The second one is called behavior. Attribute is what your type contains. Behavior is what your type performs. Clear? I am not using function, all this. I'm following what is the philosophy. What is the simple philosophy I'm following here? Dhananjay? No technical words. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in an object-oriented way of doing things, you will be interacting between programs. Program is not a technical word, by the way. By passing your attributes. That is, you will take an input, do some operation, create the output, return the output. The other person will take this output as an input, do some operation, take it as an input, performs and give another output. This is how your communication between programs happens. Agreed, Dhananjay? Agreed,
Yes.
Dhananjay? Okay? Okay. But that is not sufficient because the world doesn't work in that way. How the world will work is you should have the ability to pass their behavior also across. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that is what functional programming is all about. For
But
example, you want to filter negative margin. What is it? Okay, you want to filter some. You want to filter some candidates based on their categories.
Yes.
Filter can be done based on their categories, or filter can be done in future with something else also. So basically, filter is a behavior. Filter by degree, filter by location. All these are behaviors, right?
yes.
Now, can we pass these behaviors across the program? That is what functional programming is all about. Not functional programming, basically functional thinking.
But with that approach, are we not breaking that the thing which we call as the encapsulation? Like when
We are supposed to break.
basically we are breaking the oops and moving towards the same. How we are evolving towards the functional.
Vishal, you are using technical word, but just yes, that's the right way. He is collecting this.
It's Dhananjay actually. Sorry.
No, no, there is some message. Someone is comparing this with JS callback function. No technical word, but it is yes. That's how it is.
Okay, sorry. I did not.
So now, Dhananjay's question. So whether it is in that case, are we breaking oops? Yes, we are breaking, and we are supposed to. That is the whole purpose. If something is old, and you need to come to the next generation of things, you need to break the old rules. Break the rules. That is what it is. So when you have a problem to solve in your computer is not going to tell you that you need to follow the rule and then it will solve you the problem. As long as you can communicate to it properly and then solve the problem, that is an effective way. Correct, Dhananjay?
Yeah, that's right.
The earlier world limited us saying that no, you need to pass only data and in an encapsulated manner. The new world says, if need be, you pass it. If need be, you encapsulate. No problem. And that is what functional thinking is all about.
But irritability is not good actually. That's what I understand from my experience. Like
which one?
In functional programming, the code readability in oops way, we know that what is happening.
No.
How this...
No. Actually, you are. I sometime before I told you, right? Don't ask your seniors. You remember, Dhananjay?
Yeah.
This is the exact reason that I asked yours. Don't. I told you that you don't ask. Okay. Now I'll tell you. Easiest thing. At home, Do you see people still using paper and pen to take notes?
No.
Maybe I will give you an example. At bank, we still have people who go and print account statement. Have you seen it?
Yeah, the old person who was taking pension and like some generation, one old generation is doing that.
Okay. Now you tell me, do you belong to that older generation?
No, not.
That is the answer. Okay. So it's not like you cannot print the statement. You can print the statement today, but whether we are doing it right or not, that's a judgmental call. They might have their own reasons also, but that's what happening here also, right? Yes, Java, any programming language is not discouraging object-oriented way, but it is saying that if object-oriented fits your use case, do it. If it is not fitting, please don't be afraid to come out and think alternative manner. Now coming specific to your readability part, where readability comes into picture is, say for example, what are the languages that you know? Normal languages, Dhananjay.
I know Java. Then,
Normal languages.
Sorry. Yeah. Normal languages I know English, Hindi. These two.
English and Hindi. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, English and Hindi, right? Okay. Now, Lakshmi is saying, see, this is how I write it in Telugu. Will you say, no, that is not readable, only Hindi is readable?
No.
Because Hindi is what you are comfortable at. The more that you see Telugu, you will see comfortable, and then you will be able to match between who is more readable. Correct?
Correct.
Same philosophy here. People who have coded in object-oriented for their entire career, when something new comes, obviously they will find it little different. But it's not difficult, it is different. There is always a difference between difficult and different. By far, functional will be as you start typing it, then you look at your actual object-oriented code, you will see functional programming more readable. In fact, the reason that everybody is promoting functional programming is rather imperative style, functional programming is declarative style. Have you seen this particular word in your interviewers asking this? Imperative versus declarative style.
Yes.
That imperative is the object-oriented way, old way. Declarative is new way. Declarative is more readable. Got it?
Correct. So, yeah. So I think it's lacking on us only. Like since we have already just see, for us it's new actually that all this functional programming way. This is, I think it is taking little bit difficulty, but I think by the time we'll also.
Okay, I will tell you simple proverb. You need to finish it. I'll start with it. Practice makes a man.
Perfect.
That's it. You practice, then you need to tell me whether functional is simple or this one is simple. Okay?
Sure,
of course,
sure.
I'm not good at functional. I do functional programming, but that Ganesh guy who is taking that functional programming class, that guy is an expert in that. So you can ask all the questions to him also. But it takes a little bit of mindset switch. That is why your seniors cannot compete with juniors in this specific area. If you are starting with the latest version of Java, you have a huge advantage over your seniors. You don't depend on your seniors. In fact, your seniors will depend on you if you apply it correctly. Okay. Yeah. So with that, we are coming to almost 9 o'clock. Right? Sorry guys, I was continuous calls because of this conference arrangement, so I couldn't spend much time. Hope you find the class useful. Note down all your doubts. Your other fellow owners also will answer your question. If you not, don't hesitate to ask all the questions. Okay. Any doubts so far in the classes, guys?
No, Sathish, you have explained very well. I think we need to follow you. Like, keep it very simple and don't use technical words.
That's a great suggestion. Yeah. Thank you, Sathish.
Thanks, guys. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.